Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Monday, September 23rd, 2024. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I sincerely hope you folks enjoyed your weekend, and I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Monday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is a list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know what we're expecting for tomorrow, which is Tuesday, the remainder of this week, the upcoming weekend, and on to the start of next week. So without further ado, on this first full day of fall, the first Monday of fall, on this, as I just said, the first full day of fall, let's get things started here with as I begin my National Day calendar segment. So my featured National Day calendar holiday for tonight is that today was National Family Day. Of course, we observe National Family Day each year on the fourth Monday in the fourth Monday in September. On the fourth Monday in September, National Family Day encourages everyone to gather around the table on the fourth Monday in September, National Family Day encourages everyone to gather around the table and enjoy. On the fourth Monday in September, National Family Day encourages everyone to gather around the table and enjoy a meal together. Hashtag National Family Day. The old saying goes, quote, families who eat together stay together, end quote. But did you know they may also be reducing the risk of addiction? According to the National Center on Addiction, families who eat 3 or more meals a week together reduces a teen's risk of using tobacco, alcohol, and other drugs. That's a fantastic outcome on its own. Family bonding is just a bonus. However, there are more benefits. For example, families who eat together also learn healthy eating habits, eat smaller portions, and they are less likely to stress about food. And back to the bonding. When parents engage with their children over a meal, their relationships are better. They learn responsibility while helping to prepare the meal and cleaning up. Children feel like they are a part of a unit, a team. They connect with the people who mean the most to them and who know them the best. Parents become and remain the people they turn to when the significant problems crop up. Look forward to conversations about grades, dating, borrowing the car, and moving away. Questions about, conversations about jobs and sports. Like football games. We're in football season right now. Don't forget the debates about politics. This year happens to be the next several weeks happen to be very important. This year's election happens to be very important. Election. Of course, we have two running. We have two running mates. We have two candidates. On the Democratic Party, we have Vice President Kamala Harris. On the Republican Party, we have former President Donald Trump. Who do you think will win? Election day, the general election day is exactly 43 days from today. It is on Tuesday, November 5th. Be sure to mark your calendars and save the date. Tuesday, November 5th is the general election day. That is in 43 days from today. Our children won't always agree with us, and that's okay. Why? Because we raised them to be independent thinkers and to express themselves effectively. These conversations started at a dinner table. They shouldn't begin when our children's world turns upside down. Here's how to observe. Have a meal with your family. It doesn't have to be fancy, but it does have to include food in your family. Gather everyone and set the table. Talk to each other. Find out about everyone's day. Then commit to having another meal together before the week is out. Take a family photo and share it by using hashtag National Family Day. Did you and your family attend any football games together over this weekend? What do you like to do fun with you and your family? like share meals, like have conversations. It could be about anything, whether it's about the weather, whatever you're interested in, whether it's about weather, sports, about your day, about your day at work or your child's day at school, about grades or upcoming tests or exams that your child in school may have this week, where it's about that sports, about football games or baseball games, or about anything about popular television shows, popular movies, popular music, television, like music, television shows, movies, anything. But just remember before just remember prior to each meal, be sure to pray with your family at the table. The National Center, here's the history behind National Family Day. The National Center on Addiction declared National Family Day in 2001 as a way to combat substance. The National Center on Addiction declared National Family Day in 2001 as a way to combat substance abuse among teens. Their research showed that teens who ate meals with their families were less likely to fall into substance abuse. They also tend to do better in school and eat healthier. Like, talk to your child. Encourage your child to join you at the dinner table. Remind his or her to get away from the phones. Just remember, when you're having a meal together, have important conversations. Just be sure your children are not distracted, or you yourselves are not distracted about just distracted to their phones, like who's calling or texting, who may be calling or texting you, or and also whatever's being put out there, whatever's being put up on social media. Excuse me. That's my featured National Day holiday for this fourth Monday in September, the second to last Monday in September. Also, today was Energized. Now, my apologies. Phone just slipped right out of my hand. Now, since I did not have much time to talk to you guys, about this and Saturday night's video, of course, as we all know, the autumnal equinox. Have now over the weekend. So this entire weekend we've been in two different seasons, but we've been in two different seasons during this entire weekend. But as we know, the official start to the autumnal equinox took place early Sunday morning, September 22nd at 7:44 a.m. Central Daylight Time. So as we know, that means that. But I'll explain more a little later in my weather segment, and talk to you guys about the unusually warm temperatures that we've experienced over the weekend. But in case you guys forgot, we've gone from summer to fall this entire weekend. Now, of course, another word for fall means autumn. So I'm going to talk to you guys about fall or autumn, however you want to call it. Some call it fall, some call it autumn. Of course, I'm going to give you a brief background in history about fall, since we are officially in the new season. Now, what do you like most about fall? Autumn, also known as fall, is one of 4 temperate seasons on Earth. Outside the tropics, autumn marks a transition from summer to winter in September. That's where we are in the northern hemisphere. That's where we're located. Or in March in the southern hemisphere. Autumn is the season when the duration of daylight becomes noticeably shorter and the temperature cools considerably. Day length decreases and night length increases as the season progresses until the winter solstice in December. Of course, the official start to winter is like December 21st. That's like less than 3 months in the northern hemisphere, and in June in the southern hemisphere. One of its main One of its main features in temperate climates is the striking of change in color for the leaves of deciduous trees as they prepare to shed. Some cultures regard the autumnal equinox as mid-autumn, but others with a longer temperature lag treat the equinox as the start of autumn. In the English-speaking world of high-latitude countries, autumn traditionally begins at Lammas Day and ends around Halloween, the approximate midpoints between midsummer, the autumnal equinox, and midwinter. Meteorologists use a definition based on Gregorian calendar months, with autumn being September, October, and November, which is where we are right now, having the start of meteorological fall starting in the northern hemisphere beginning on September 1st and ending on November 30th, which is considered the final 3 months of hurricane season. And also totally the opposite in March, April, and May. In the higher latitude countries in the northern hemisphere, autumn tradition starts with the September equinox, this year September 22nd, and ends with the winter solstice on December 21st. Popular culture in the United States associates Labor Day, the first Monday in September, as the end of summer and the start of autumn. Certain summer traditions, such as wearing white, are discouraged after that date. This year's Labor Day was September 2nd. As daytime and nighttime temperatures decrease, trees change color and then shed their leaves. Persians celebrate the beginning of autumn in Maragan. Under the traditional East Asian solar term system, autumn starts on around August 8th and ends on around the 7th of November. The word autumn is derived from Latin autumnus, archaic autumnus, possibly from the ancient Etruscan root, and has with the connotation with the passing of the year. Alternative etymologies include Proto-Indo-European. After the Greek era, the word continued to be used as the old French word automne and automne in French, and modern French, automne in Middle English, and it was later normalized to original Latin. In the medieval period, there were examples of its use as early as the 12th century, but by the 16th century, it was in common use. Prior to the 16th century, harvest was a term usually used to refer to the season, as it is common in other West Germanic languages to this day. Harvest. Association with the transition from warm to harvest. Association with the transition harvest. Association with the transition from warm to cold weather, then and its related status as the season of the primary harvest has dominated its themes and popular images. In Western cultures, personifications of autumn are usually pretty, well-fed females adorned with fruits, vegetables, and grains that ripen at this time. Many cultures feature autumnal harvest festivals, often the most important on their calendars. Still, extant echoes of these celebrations are found in the autumn Thanksgiving holiday of the United States and Canada, and the Jewish Sukkot holiday, with its roots as the full moon harvest festival of tabernacles, living in outdoor huts around the time of the harvest. This year, the Thanksgiving holiday in the United States is on November 28th. There are also the many festivals celebrated by indigenous peoples of the Americas, also known as Columbus Day. Of course, that day is on October 14th, tied to the harvest of ripe foods gathered in the wild. The Chinese Mid-Autumn or Moon Festival, and many others. The predominant mood of these autumnal celebrations is a gladness for the fruits of the earth, mixed with a certain melancholy linked to the imminent arrival of harsh weather. This view is presented in the English poet John Keats' poem To Autumn, where he describes the season as a time of bounteous fecundity, a time of mellow fruitfulness. In North America, while most foods are harvested during the autumn, foods usually associated with the season include pumpkins, which are integral parts of both Thanksgiving and both Halloween and Thanksgiving, and apples, which are used to make the season beverage apple cider. Because when people think of fall, most people typically think of pumpkin spice. Time to get that pumpkin spice and those pumpkin spice coffees, pumpkin lattes, pumpkin desserts, pumpkin cakes, cupcakes, cookies, you name it. It has to be pumpkin spice. Autumn, especially in poetry, has been often associated with melancholia. The possibilities and opportunities of summer are gone, and the chill of winter is on the horizon. Skies turn gray. The amount of skies turn gray, the amount of usable daylight drops rapidly, and many people turn inward both physically and mentally. It is referred to as an unhealthy season. So autumn is associated with Halloween, and with it, a widespread marketing campaign that promotes it. The Celtic people also used this time to celebrate the harvest with the time of feasting. At the same time, though, it was a celebration of death as well. Crops were harvested, livestock were butchered, and winter was coming. Halloween, October 31st. This year, Halloween is on a Thursday, as in autumn in the Northern Hemisphere. Television, film, book, costume, home decoration, and confectionery businesses use this time of year to promote products closely associated with such a holiday, with promotions going on from late August or early September to October 31st. Since certain things rapidly lose strength once the holiday ends and advertising starts concentrating on Christmas, usually around November 1st. In some parts of the Northern Hemisphere, autumn has a strong association with the end of the summer holiday and the start of a new school year, particularly for children in primary and secondary education. Back to school advertising preparations usually occurs in the weeks leading to the beginning of autumn. Thanksgiving is a national holiday in Canada, the United States, and some of the Caribbean islands, and in Liberia. In Canada, Thanksgiving this year is on November 14th, and in the United States, it is on November 28th. Television stations traditionally begin their regular seasons in the autumn with new series and new episodes of the existing series debuting mostly during late September or early October. A super series takes place in November with Nielsen ratings. American football is played almost exclusively during the entire months at the high school level. Seasons run from late August to early November, with some playoff games and holiday rivalry contests being played as late as Thanksgiving, of course. So although color changes of leaves occurs when the deciduous trees are found, colored autumn foliage is noted in various regions of the world, most notably of most of North America, Eastern Asia, Europe, and Brazil. So those are the things about autumn. So autumn, known as fall, is typically when we start to see changes of seasons. We go from warm weather to cool weather. Excuse me. Now I'm gonna make this one real brief here. Today was Energized Day, the day after the autumnal equinox, because we know the autumnal equinox occurred on yesterday. Energized Day is the day on the day after the autumnal equinox is Energized Day, and this day offers an opportunity to relax and rejuvenate. This is the day for you. Since fall has officially arrived, it's time to shift gears. The fast pace of summer activities passes by now. Languid autumn days provide tranquil sunsets and peaceful moments. These are the times to focus on your personal well-being. Do things you enjoy that make you. Since fall has officially arrived, it's time to shift gears. The fast pace of summer activities passes by now. Languid autumn days provide tranquil sunsets and peaceful moments. These are the times to focus on your personal well-being. Do things you enjoy that make you feel good about yourself. Let stress and worry fade away for the day. Today is an excellent time to look inward. Whether you rejuvenate your spiritual connections or develop mindfulness, refocusing your energy can have huge benefits. After trying to cram every activity into a few short months, we sometimes lose focus. Fall allows us to take a deep breath and be more mindful of our body, spirits, and the world around us. And also here are other National Day holidays listed from today besides National Family Day and Energized Day. Today also was National Teal Talk Day, National Snack Stick Day, National Great American Pot Pie Day, National Checkers Day and Dogs in Politics Day. Today was Restless Legs Awareness Day. Also today was Celebrate Bisexuality Day. Those are some of the listed holidays we've celebrated, listed National Day holidays we've celebrated on this day. Monday, September 23rd. So here's all who've celebrated. Here's the famous Americans who have celebrated birthdays earlier today. Rock singer Bruce Springsteen Today, rock singer Bruce Springsteen turns 75. Rapper J.I. turns 23. Diver Molly Carson turns 26. Movie actor Anthony Mackie turns 46. Motivational speaker George White turns 34. TV actor wrestler Matt Hardy turns 50. Rapper Chef G turns 26. Rapper Jermaine Dupri turns 52. Pop singer Dino Dries turns 22. TV actress Kyla Matthews turns 20. Again, TV actress Kyla Matthews turns 20. Movie actor Skylar Astin turns 37. Model Ruby Lightfoot turns 19. Voice actor Anthony Gonzalez turns 20. TV actor Warren Cole turns 47. And TV actor Jason Alexander turns 65. And those who would have celebrated birthdays today are soul singer Ray Charles. Today would have had his 94th birthday. Sadly, he passed away back in 2004. And movie actor Mickey Rooney today would have turned 104. And tragically, he passed away back in 2014. Good evening to you, Jessica. How are you doing? How was your day today? So those are the famous Americans who have celebrated birthdays today. Now let's get on with your weather. And don't have a lot of time here, but now of course I'll get to this in a minute. But we do have a potential tropical storm that I'm going to need to tell you guys about tonight. Now, it was another unusually warm day, but eventually we will start to see cooler temperatures. And not only that, I also have rain chances in on quite a number of days for this week. A cold front will bring cooler temperatures to parts of the region, with lows ranging from the lower 60s across southeast Oklahoma to the lower 70s across deep east Texas and north Louisiana. Scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms will linger into tonight along the frontal boundary. Now here are your averages and records for this day, for this first full day of fall. Monday, September 23rd. Normal high is 88, normal low is 65. 101 degrees is the record high set exactly just one year ago today in 2023. 45 is the record low set on this date back in 1994. And of course, we're not under any watches or warnings here at this time. Of course, some of us have seen just a few showers around during parts of the area during the early part of the day, with a few showers being concentrated across south of Monroe and along the I-49 corridor near towards approaching Alexandria. That's what you're finding on the Shreveport radar. Other than that, around here in the immediate Shreveport-Bossier area and points northward, it is all quiet. But what you see here on the regional radar is that a minute shower off the deep south Texas coastline, along a few pocket showers in central and northeast Louisiana, along the Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi border, along just south of and another line of showers just south of in northwestern Mississippi, south of the Memphis, Tennessee metro area. A huge waves of showers and storms is being found along in southeastern southeastern portions of south and eastern Missouri, along the Illinois, Indiana, northern Kentucky border, and also east of and around the Knoxville, Tennessee area. So that's what you're finding, and of course a few showers along the Florida Gulf Coast. Now I do want to talk to you guys about a potential tropical disturbance that we've been monitoring. I've been monitoring you guys within the past few days. That's another thing I want to tell you guys about here on this Monday night. So again, it turned out to be a rather not as hot, but still a rather hot day. But still, we've had a mix of clouds and sunshine from time to time. Of course, We didn't so far today. We have not seen any rain. Of course, we've had a couple of intermittent showers. We peaked at 95. We reached 95 degrees for a high temperature earlier today. And then within just 1 hour we've had we had the weak frontal boundary come through at lowered our temperatures to to 84 degrees. So earlier today we had hit a high temperature of 95 degrees. But that probably will be the last of our very warm days we will see, at least for the next several days. Now here's how things are looking outside here on this Monday night. Temperature outside on this Monday night is 73 degrees with clear skies. Winds are calm. Humidity is 89%. Dew point is 70 degrees. Barometric pressure is 29.88 inches of mercury. So all is quiet here on this Monday night. But it's just a little humid, but not too bad. But temperatures are somewhat lower comparing to what they were at this time last night. But ahead of the front, it turned out to be a totally very warm day for us. Severe weather from the Ohio Valley into the Appalachians. Tropical storm watch for the Florida Keys. Isolated scattered severe thunderstorms and heavy rain are possible across portions of the Ohio and Tennessee valleys into the Appalachians. High surf, coastal flooding, and rip currents will remain a concern for most of the eastern seaboard into midweek. A tropical storm watch is in effect for the dry Tortugas in Lower Keys as the tropical disturbance moves across the northwestern Caribbean Sea. So, and yes, the tropics are beginning to get active, and of course this is something we do have a potential tropical disturbance in the Gulf that I need to be talking to you guys about as we go through the next few days. That could be focusing on much of its attention towards the Alabama and Florida Gulf Coast, as well as Mississippi into portions of deep southeast Louisiana. Of course, we had potential. Of course, it could be, as of right now, this is actually potential tropical cyclone 9. On Tuesday of last week, the National Hurricane Center noted that tropical cyclogenesis could occur somewhere in the northwestern Caribbean Sea in less than a week. Several days later, on yesterday, which was Sunday, September 22nd, they began tracking a broad low-pressure area located in the Western Caribbean. As it traversed an environment conducted for development, the showers and thunderstorms associated with the disturbance began to consolidate. Due to the system's imminent threat to land, it was designated as potential tropical cyclone 9 sometime earlier today. And this storm develops, it could either receive the name Helene or Isaac. I will keep you guys posted for sure on this fact as soon as it's listed. I will keep you guys posted more on this fact. Now let's get into what we're expecting. Now let's talk about your weather here at home. So we do have potential tropical cyclone 9, which is formed earlier today, and it's likely going to strengthen in parts of the Gulf Coast, which could not only become a hurricane, it could possibly become a major hurricane at some point later this week. So tonight we expect a couple showers and thunderstorms, especially during evening hours. Otherwise, it will be, mostly cloudy and humid with a low temperature of 72 degrees with the west wind at 4 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. Now tomorrow, of course, you may want to keep those umbrellas with you. Of course, it's going to be a warm day for us with partly cloudy skies, with the stray shower, a thunderstorm. With the high temperature 90 degrees, we have a northwest wind at 7 miles per hour, chance of rain 40%. Now here's how we're planning your day going into your Tuesday. So overnight hours, expect a couple storms to occur, most around midnight and 1 a.m. But things should quiet down as we get past the 1 a.m. hour. And then we'll keep the clouds around. Also, temperatures will remain warm. We'll start out tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. temperature 72 degrees. 9 a.m. tomorrow with partly cloudy skies, so we should be at 77 degrees. Have another wave of storms coming through. And then around noon, with partly cloudy skies, we should be at 86 degrees. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with partly cloudy skies, we should be at 90 degrees. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening, temperature 86 degrees with partly cloudy skies. And then we'll have partly cloudy skies tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, temperature 78 degrees around 9 p.m. tomorrow night. So here's what the next 7 and 10 days have in store for us. So tonight, expect after low temperature. So tonight it's gonna be, so normally we should be in the mid 60s, but we're gonna be much warmer than that thanks to a very warm humid air mass in place. So tonight we're not gonna see temperatures dropping much tonight. So after tonight's low temperature 72 degrees with showers and storms around. Tomorrow for sure will not be anywhere near as hot as it was today. It turned out to be a very warm day. Once again, we had reached 95 degrees for high temperature. Already starting off fall with temperatures on the warm side, but eventually it is going to start to feel a lot more like fall. So during the day tomorrow, it will be warm with partly cloudy skies, and expect showers and storms. The showers and storms are likely, with the high of 90, low of 68. Winds will be from the northwest at 7 miles per hour. Chance rain 60%. So tomorrow heading to your Tuesday, you'll probably need your umbrellas in, and also for your Wednesday. We'll even see milder temperatures going to your Wednesday. So going to your Wednesday should be seasonably mild. It will be cloudy with a few showers, high of 85, low of 64. Winds will be from the northeast at 8 miles per hour. Chance rain 80%. So you need your umbrellas for both tomorrow and your Wednesday. Thursday, with mostly sunny skies. So it will be mostly sunny on Thursday with the high of 85, low of 63. Winds will be from the north at 10 miles per hour. Chance rate not greater than 10%. Friday, of course, we'll close out the week with another rain chance possible. It will be partly cloudy, and also temperatures will be going to below normal by the end of the week. It will be partly cloudy. It will be partly cloudy with a couple showers possible. High of 81, low of 66. Winds will be from the west-northwest at 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. Saturday, expect a couple showers in the morning. Otherwise, it will be humid with partly cloudy skies. Although it will be a mild day for us going into the start of the upcoming weekend. High of 81, low of 63. Winds will be from the west-northwest at 7 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%. Sunday, expect a couple showers in the morning. Otherwise, it will be partly cloudy during the day tomorrow. High of 86, low of 66. Winds will be from the north-northwest at 6 miles per hour. Chance rain 30%. And finally, as we get into the start of next week, next Monday, which is also the last day of September, it will be sun. Expect plenty. It will be warm, brilliant sunshine and warm. It will be warm with plenty of sunshine. High of 90, low of 65. Winds will be from the north at 6 miles per hour. No rain is expected. As we go into the first 3 days of October, which is next Tuesday, October 1st. Expect partly cloudy skies. Highs will be in the upper 80s with no rain expected. Next Wednesday, the 3rd, partly mostly cloudy and humid. Highs in the mid to upper 80s and no rain expected. That's next Wednesday, the 2nd, and next Thursday, which is the 3rd. Expect plenty of sunshine. Highs will be in the mid 80s with no rain expected. It looks like most of next week is looking rather dry and seasonally warm with highs in the mid to upper 80s each day. So tomorrow, maybe 1 hour, one last chance to hit the 90-degree mark until we get into the start of next week. So on average, our normal high should be at 88 right now. So tomorrow we'll have high. So after high temperatures after highs reaching 90 during the day tomorrow, then expect the remainder of the week to feature somewhat more fall-like temperatures, more reasonable for fall. More slightly above average today with highs close to 90 for tomorrow. Then we'll start to see temperatures warming in the low to mid 80s each day. We'll be in the mid 80s each for both Saturday and Sunday. Highs will be in the mid 80s for both Wednesday and Thursday. Then for Friday and Saturday, with the slight increase in rain chances, we'll have highs in the low 80s each day. Then we'll warm to the mid 80s by Sunday, and then we're back up close to 90 by the time we get into the start of next week. That will be next Monday. 90 rain chances. 60% tomorrow, 80% Wednesday. That's going to be the day with the highest rain chance. So you'll definitely need your umbrellas. Basically, have at least a chance of showers and storms each day. Not a total washout by any means. So at least some of us will get some rain. And unfortunately, that tropical disturbance is not going to come anywhere near us. 60% chance tomorrow, 8% chance Wednesday, 10% Thursday, 30% Friday, 60% Saturday, 30% Sunday, and as of right now, no rain expected as we start next week. And unfortunately, I do not have time to go over the NFL recap of NFL Week 3 scores with you guys, but I'm gonna only go over a couple. So yesterday afternoon, of course, the Philadelphia Eagles took the 3-point victory of the New Orleans Saints. Final score 15-12. Of course, the Saints dropped to 2-1 by suffering their first loss of the season. And also, the Baltimore Ravens defeated the Dallas Cowboys 28-25. So, unfortunately, the Dallas Cowboys dropped to 1-2 after their second straight loss at home for the season so far. And also, earlier tonight, and of course, the Buffalo Bills defeated the Jacksonville Jaguars 47-10. Monday Night Football. And also, the Washington Commanders defeated the Cincinnati Bengals 38-33. Last night, the Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Atlanta Falcons Sunday Night Football 22-17. So, that will be all that I have for you guys here on this Monday night. Fortunately, my time is up. I'll have more for you guys tomorrow night. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off here on this Monday night. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.